CCNP Enterprise 300 to 420 ENSLD dumps are newly updated for your best preparation. 1. An engineer is designing a WAN solution for a customer with teams in different branch locations that need to communicate. The teams also need to access enterprise applications hosted in the data center and the cloud. The customer also must provide guests with connectivity to the Internet only, and the Internet gateway is located in the data center. Which solution must the engineer choose? A. WAN connectivity from a different service provider for guests. B. Firewall placed in data center that filters any traffic from guests. C. MPLS Layer 3 VPN with one VRF for corporate access and a separate VRF for guests. D. MPLS Layer 3 VPN with a separate VRF for each branch location. Answer: C. 2. What is the purpose of a control plane node in a Cisco SD access network fabric? A. To maintain the endpoint database and mapping between endpoints and edge nodes. B. To detect endpoints in the fabric and inform the host tracking database of ED to fabric edge node bindings. C. To identify and authenticate endpoints within the network fabric. D. To act as the network gateway between the network fabric and outside networks. Answer: B. 3. An engineer is designing a Layer 3 campus network running EIGRP between the core, aggregation, and access layers. The access layer switches will be connected to the aggregation layer using Layer 3 copper connections. The engineer wants to improve convergence time for access layer switch failures. Which technique must the design include? A. Enabling BFD for EIGRP on the access layer uplinks. B. Reducing the EIGRP hello, hold timer values. C. EIGRP summarization from core to aggregation layer. D. EIGRP summarization from access to aggregation layer. Answer: A. 4. An engineer is creating a design to enable IPv6 to run on an existing IPv4 as his network. The IPv4 and IPv6 topologies will match exactly, and the engineer plans to use the same router levels for each protocol per interface. Which is as design as required? A. Single topology without enabling transition feature. B. Single topology with transition feature enabled. C. Multi-topology with transition feature enabled. D. Multi-topology without enabling transition feature. Answer: B. 5. A company is running BGP on a single router, which has two connections to the same ISP. Which BGP feature ensures traffic is load balanced across the two links to the ISP? A. Multi-hop. B. Multipath load sharing. C. Next hop address tracking. D. As path prepending. Answer: B. 6. What is the role of a control plane node in a Cisco SD access architecture? A. Fabric device that connects wired endpoints to the SD access fabric. B. Map system that manages endpoint-to-device relationships. C. Fabric device that connects APs and wireless endpoints to the SD access fabric. D. Map system that manages external Layer 3 networks. Answer: B. 7. What is the purpose of a Cisco SD access underlay network? A. To abstract IP-based connectivity from physical connectivity. B. To emulate LAN segments to transport Layer 2 frames over a Layer 3 network. C. To establish physical connectivity between switches and routers. D. To provide virtualization by encapsulating network traffic over IP tunnels. Answer: C. 8. Which component of Cisco SD Access integrates with Cisco DNA Center to perform policy segmentation and enforcement through the use of security group access control lists and security group tags? A. Cisco Application Policy Infrastructure Controller Enterprise Module. B. Cisco Network Data Platform. C. Cisco Identity Services Engine. D. Cisco Trust Sec. Answer: D. 9. An architect is working on a design to connect a company's main site to several small to medium-sized remote branches. The solution must include redundant WAN links, but the customer has a limited budget and wants the ability to increase the link speed easily in the future. COEs will not on the branch routers, so there is no need for consistent end-to-end COEs. Which solution does the architect propose? A. Dual-homed WAN MPLS with single-edge router. B. Dual-homed Internet with a single-edge router running a site-to-site VPN topology. C. Dual-homed WAN MPLS and Internet links via dual-edge routers. D. Dual-homed Internet with dual-edge routers running a hub-and-spoke VPN topology. Answer: B. 10. A global organization with several branches hired a network architect to design an overlay VPN solution. The branches communicate with each other frequently. The customer expects to add more branches in the future. To meet the customer's security requirements, the architect plans to provide traffic protection using dynamic IPsec tunnels. Which solution should the architect choose? A. DMVPN. B. EasyVPN. C. GETVPN. D. L2TP. Answer: A.